Welcome in, everybody. Adam Gladfelter here with Racer Nexus. Tonight, the Milwaukee Mile becomes a proving ground. This isn't just another race. It's where drivers either figure it out or fall apart. Flat, fast, and unforgiving, Milwaukee is the kind of track that exposes everything. Are you overdriving the corner? You'll burn the tires off in 10 laps. Miss your braking point? You're sliding up into someone's door. No patience? You're done before halfway. 80 laps here tonight, race number 6 in the Rookie Clash Racing ARCA League. Qualifying has started, so let's hop down on the track and see who's already taking control out here and who's sitting top of the spot when this thing shakes out. Michael Cordray out here, currently sitting third as Russell Heaton. Up now, Michael Cordray hits the top spot with a 30.035. And Charles Wilson out here just completed his second lap and will be starting second as of now. We still got some guys out here, though, that have not qualified yet. Van Owen finishing his stuff up. Junior Heaton just crossing the start finish line and is on his way to the hospital right now. Tim Hurd doing Tim Hurd things. Rob Wright just finished up his second lap. Gregory Everett down the backstretch, heading down into turn number 3 to complete his second lap. And what's it going to be currently? 9th, well, 10th. Let's see here. Looks like it's not going to be best. Kevin Allen, his first lap puts him 7th. Coming out of turn 4. Will he do better than 7th? Can he put it up top? Moves up one spot here. Just 6th. Declan Beatty just completing his first lap here, heading to his second. Looks like he may have gotten into the wall there. That lap didn't count, so we're going to go a second time here. Out of turn number 4, looks pretty fast here. Going to see what he's got. 6th fastest has put Allen down to 7th. And looks like that's going to be it as far as qualifying goes. Yeah, nobody else, no takers. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight out there in the YouTube world. And hope you guys are going to enjoy the show because it's going to be a doozy. I can assure you of that. So qualifying is going to be done here. Now we're going to take to the grid. These drivers are going to grid up for 80 laps tonight. Oh, what's going on, Rob Hamilton? Man, nice to have you in here in the chat. And on the track. Y'all know what time it is. Starting on the pole tonight, the 16 of Gavin Smith. Starting on the outside, Michael Cordray. Row number 2 is going to consist of Russell Heaton with Charles Wilson. Row 3, Junior Heaton with Declan Beatty. Row 4, Kevin Allen, Van Owen. Row 5, Tim Hurd with Rob Wright. Row 6, Gregory Everett with David Bush. Row 7, Eric Johnson, Kel Peterson. Row 8, Rob Hamilton with Terry Litweiler. And bringing up the back of the pack in row 9, 17th spot, Lemuel Price. Looking here at the weather. Track tip 72 degrees, 66 in the air, cloudy, as you can tell. These drivers are going to have the best grip, I do believe, with it being cloudy and not too hot. I mean, 72, just almost a perfect track temp. As the lights are off on the pace car, so we should be going green this time. Gavin Smith, Michael Cordray going to lead the way. Pace car off. Green flag in the air. Side by side. The 16 gets out front. Cordray slides back behind and to the bumper. As Charles Wilson and the 12 of Russell Heaton battling out here. Oh, Declan Beatty around. Caution's out. 11 around as well. That's going to be Rob Hamilton. I think Rob just tried to avoid that accident. Let's take a look here and see what happened from the chopper cam. Get to the chopper now. All right, looking here at Rob Hamilton. So Declan Beatty around. Oh, looks like the 62 just appeared out of nowhere and kind of got into, or appeared back into Rob Hamilton and sent him around. And then let's take a look here at Declan Beatty. Tim Hurd gets into the back of Beatty, sends him around. Minimum contact there. I think the worst of it was the 62. Hit hard on the inside line. Rob Hamilton going to go down here and see what the damage will be and perhaps get that fixed. Not going to be too bad. Kevin Allen getting the tires warmed up here. Haven't seen his teammate or one of his teammates here in a while, Charles Bagley. So it's just been him and Declan Beatty kind of representing the team. All right, so that being said, the pace car lights are off. Everybody's going Noah Arc style, 2x2x2. Gavin Smith going to lead the way once again with Cordray on the outside. This time Gavin Smith should have a pretty good jump here unless he spins the tires. I do believe this track is going to have massive tire fall off. They're going to be fast early. Massive tire fall off, and if you push early as the leader, you're going to be a sitting duck to some of these guys back here in the back of the pack that are actually saving tires. Here we go to the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Yes, Gavin Smith had a pretty decent jump here. Cordray able to duck back in. Russell Heaton clearing the 57 now, moves up into the third spot. Oh, and the 77 gets into the back of the 57. And Charles Wilson actually saves it as he dirt tracks around the corner in the entry of 3. Unbelievable. Well, we've got to see this, folks. Charles Wilson gets it saved. Now let's take a look here from the chopper cam. Gets it saved there, and let's check on Kevin Allen from his replay. Looks like Charles came down. Not sure he knew the 77 was there. Oh, knocked the bumper clean off that sucker. And the 02 involved as well, which is Van Owen. Kevin Allen has got some right front wheel damage here and no bumper. Couldn't get into his box. Gonna have to go back around. So that's not good. Got to get back in his box here quickly as we're about to go 1 to green. Yes, we are 1 to green, so they're going side by side. If he's got a fast repair, he's got to use it quick. Just now entering into his box. Yes, fast repair on. Damage fix, and here we go. Kevin Allen did not even lose a lap, but he's got to hurry up, get off pit road because they're coming out of 2 on the backstretch now. All right, pace car heading in once again. Green flag back in the air. Looks like very minimum with spinning the tires. Russell Heaton, I thought Russell Heaton was going to try to grab that inside spot from Cordray, but didn't come into fruition for him. Charles Wilson's got the 22 of Declan Beatty all over the back of him now. Declan going up high, he's gonna try to cut low. He's got some left front damage here on the front fender. See the tire sticking out. May not bother him too much here at the Timu version of New Hampshire. Eric Johnson rolling up into 6th, already up 7 spots from the drop of the green flag. And Rob Wright in 7th place. Haven't been out here. He has not been out here before. So don't know much about Rob. But he's looking fast tonight. Gavin Smith just ran the fastest lap of the race right now with a 29.70. Setting the pace. Ahead about a half a second over Cordray. Cordray being nice, smooth, and consistent here. So I'm on board with Cordray. Letting out early, trying to save some tire here. Kind of sliding up there out of the new asphalt. I'm not sure you want to do that. Real life instances, that new asphalt will be a whole lot better on tires than the old stuff. So I think I'd want to stay down there. Not sure if iRacing kind of portrays that, I guess you want to say, into the tire model or the track model. But Cordray losing a little bit of time here, 2/10 in the last 3 laps. Russell Eaton having a great showing tonight. Beatty and Wilson battling here. Beatty just got around Wilson. And now Wilson's got a mirror full of the 18 of Eric Johnson. Looking low. Eric will capitalize on that position. So Charles Wilson will fall to 6th place. Check on my buddy Cale Peterson back here. Running nice in 9th place. Rob Hamilton. He's got a mirror full here of the 77 of Kevin Allen. There's Kevin and Tim Hurd. Tim Hurd battling with the 62 of Junior Heaton. Looking low, doe to doe. 62 is going to make the pass happen. Back up here to Declan Beatty. Still running 4th right now. Eric Johnson trying to track him down. Check on our leader here, Kevin Smith. Still has that 72 creeping behind here. A mistake from the 16, and the 72 is going to be all over the back of him. Up on lap 20. Take a look at the fastest 5 for 5. There it is right there. Gavin Smith, only 200s faster on a 5-lap average than Cordray. And those two are in the ballpark by themselves. No one else even close, as they are a 10th or more slower. And biggest gainers so far tonight, Eric Johnson, Terry Litweiler, up 8 spots to 5th and 8th. Here's Terry Litweiler here getting around the track quite comfortably. In the 8th position. Looks like everybody's pretty much single filed out, and with a decent gap. We'll start from the front. Smith's actually gained another 10th or 2 over Cordray as it drops to almost a second. Cordray taking it nice and smooth here. Running in the 2nd position. Russell Heaton having a good showing tonight, as he's ahead of Declan Beatty for now. Declan looked like he's running him down though. They're running almost identical lap times though. There's Declan Beatty. Eric Johnson on a fuel strategy run, I guarantee it, as his times are pretty fast here. Conservative times. Not really pushing the envelope right now. Letting out early into the entry of the corner, rolling it into the center. We'll get on board here with Eric Johnson. Letting the car actually rotate and transfer the weight from the left front to the right rear. Having to wheel it a little bit though, like he's trying to be on the right rear. Turning down for a nice long straightaway here off the exit of 2. As the battle's about to heat up here between the 12 and the 22. And should start to see some pit stops happening here soon as well. Russell Heaton running 30.33. Declan Beatty 30.34. The leader, actually the slowest one out of the top 5 right now. Actually a 10th slower. As the caution comes out. Looks like Gregory Everett and Junior Heaton. Ooh. And Tim Hurd. Goodness gracious. And I normally don't like to do this, but we're going to have to do a little replay here. 62 sideways here. As, man, still sideways. And comes up and collects a 53. Wild, man, just wild. Unintentional or avoidable incident there for sure between the 62 53. The 53 just caught off guard by the 62 coming up the track. All right, these drivers are definitely coming down pit road to grab some fresh tires. They need some new shoes. Some of them grabbing Converse, some of them grabbing Hey Dudes. Ooh, Gavin Smith went a little too far forward in his box. The 12 did as well. The 12 too far back. He's going to lose some big spots here as Cordray wins the battle off pit road. Cordray with a nice stop here. About a half a second quicker. And let's check on the 12 car here of Russell Heaton. Falls back to 8 after being too far back in his box. And I don't think he noticed because the pit stop wasn't happening. Once he noticed, it was too late. As looks like he was 9 seconds more on pit road total pit stop time than everyone else. So falls 5 spots. So unfortunate mishap there for Mr. Heaton. Okay, folks, we're going side by side here once again. The pace car lights are off, so we're going to go green to take the green here from the third caution of the night. Now the 72 is in control of the race. For now, we've got some new shoes here on a hot track, or a rubber down track, so tire spin here is even bigger as the pace car's off. Not sure what's going on here. Looks like race control may have added another caution lap here. But we're trying to gather it back up here, and maybe we'll go green this time. All right, now pace car's off. Let's go back green. Flagman waving it. The 72 with a fantastic jump here as the 18 now moves to the inside underneath the 16. Still side by side. Now the 16 prevailing with the spot. Now 18 falls back to third. Michael Cordray in the lead. Gonna lead this lap. '16 closing in, dives it way deep down into turn number 3. Now closing up. Top 3. Pretty much nose to tail. 16 trying to look low. Doesn't have the entry that the 72 did, so was unable to make that position happen. Cordray, though, setting the pace right now. Got to drive out of his mirror. Kevin Smith's going to look for an opening, and it's going to be on the bottom. He has got to stay on the bottom. 72 has got to rotate on the bottom. Anywhere in that re-asphalted area, that's where Cordray needs to be. You slide up in center, and the 16's close enough to pounce. He's going to put the nose there. Still nose to tail, the 72, the 16. The 18's kind of falling back just a little bit as Declan Beatty now trying to set up a pass on the 18. And Terry Litweiler actually closed in the gap as well for fifth place. The top five has broken away by, looks like a 2.5 seconds. Battle going on here between the 16 and the 72. '16 dives it down deep. 72 trying to get back underneath. Will Cordray be able to? Yes, he will. Fantastic move here. Fantastic crossover move from the 72 of Cordray. Gavin Smith now looking low. That has brought the rest of the cars back up into the fight. Gavin Smith now taking the lead. Eric Johnson looking low on the 72. Cordray now looking back low on the 18. Gonna make it happen here as our door-to-door coming to the start-finish line. This is what Gavin Smith wants to see. Eric Johnson now taking the second spot as Terry Litweiler tries to cross over the 22. The 22 now crosses back underneath. And not sure if Terry, being on that outside, he's way up the track. Yeah, definitely going to lose that spot now. Falls back to fifth. Going to have to reset here. Looks slow on the 22. Drives it down deep into three. They don't touch though. 22 sees it coming, moves up the track just a little bit to give the 71 room. Door to door once again coming across the start-finish line. 71, he's going to have to back up his entry. Oh, now the 22 gets it to the 71. Drives him up the track. Will Terry be able to? Yes, he will. He's going to keep the spot for now. The 22 is going to drive it back down underneath the 71. Slides up, gets into Terry, and takes over the fourth spot for now. I know them tires right there are screaming between these two guys. Meanwhile, back up front, Gavin Smith leading the way now by 7/10. over Eric Johnson, and Michael Cordray still nose to tail. Cordray a little loose off the exit of 4 on that right rear, just a little bit too much. Still trying to battle though with the 18. Probably should try to work together here to get back up to Gavin Smith. Cordray and Smith running exact same lap times here, 30.10 as they cross the start finish line. Eric Johnson fastest. Looking back here, Terry Litweiler loose out of turn 2. Still trying to close the gap up on the 22 of Declan Beatty to get back to him. Russell Heaton now has gained 2 spots, running in the 6th position. Still a few spots off from where he was before the caution came out and the pit stop cycles happened. Kel Peterson running 7th. He's got Rob Hamilton looking low. Kel Peterson up the track. Rob Hamilton goes by, now takes over the 7th spot. And you got Kevin Allen here in 9th, trying to run these 2 cats down. Charles Wilson running in 10th. Tim Hurd got some damage fixed, running 11th place right now. Rob Wright in 12th. And Lemuel Price. These guys are pretty much evenly spread apart. Don't look now though. But Gavin Smith's lead has subsided by 0.4 of a second. Now only 3 car lengths separate these 2, first and second. Gavin Smith's time has creeped down. He's 0.2 slower the last 3 laps than Eric Johnson. Cordray also faster than the leader as well. With only 30 laps remaining, man, this race has been over really quickly here, as we've only been going for 45 minutes. Cordray down pit road for his last stop of the night to get some fresh tires. Gavin Smith, Eric Johnson battling it out. So with Cordray pitting here, will that drive the top 2 here down pit road? Johnson changing his lineup, trying to find some grip in the center of the corner as they go by Cordray. Closest battle on the track are with these 2 right now. So we will stay on them as nobody else is really pitted. Nose to tail. Eric Johnson trying to change his lineup. Lap after lap, corner after corner. Just, actually, I mean, he's faster than Gavin. Just cannot capitalize here. Cale Peterson, Charles Wilson down pit road now. Eric Johnson's kind of dropped off just a little bit here. 4/10 from the back of Smith. Gavin Smith now down pit road. Eric Johnson will take the lead with Cordray behind him. Cordray trying to grab his lap back though, as he is, looks like just one lap down here. Cordray on the high side. Eric Johnson head down pit road now. Cordray running 30.63s for now. And there comes Gavin Smith. That is going to be the battle for the lead. Going to have a handful of laps here. Newer tires. Gavin Smith over Cordray. 5-lap newer tires. So it all depended on what Cordray did with those first 5 laps of these tires to determine what they're going to be like when they equalize here in 23 laps when the checkered flag comes out. But look at Eric Johnson. Did not take 4 tires, just took right sides only here, as almost a 10-second pit stop. That's going to put him way out front by about 2 seconds here. They're going to run him down, but maybe that gap will be enough to keep him behind him as they're battling side by side here. This is exactly what he wants to see. Now Gavin Smith gets around Cordray. 2.3 second gap between the 18 and the 16. Now cutting it down to 2.2. Last lap speed, last lap time. 29.87 for Johnson, 30.03 for Smith. So Johnson does have the pace to keep it. As the laps are winding down here, only 20 laps remaining. Gavin Smith in second, Cordray in third. Declan Beatty way on back there. And we're talking just about 6 seconds back from Cordray. Then you got Rob Hamilton 2.5 seconds back from that. Everybody spread out after this pit stop cycle. Russell Heaton getting around the 45. 45 pulling down low as Terry Lidweiler's going to go around. That's not a pass for position. Terry in 7th place, trying to run down the 12 of Russell Heaton. And as we move back up front, look at this gap now has gone up to 2.6 seconds now over Gavin Smith. Eric Johnson still running in the 29.7 range. As Gavin Smith running 30 flats. Gavin really pushing the issue here, trying to be as aggressive as possible. Trying to find anything that's working, but looks like it's working against him here. as he's got 4 fresh tires. Johnson with the 2 and cannot close the gap. Cordray now off the pace as far as off the back of Gavin Smith now, 2.5 seconds. Got a battle just about heating up between Russell Heaton. Funny, I know. Rob Hamilton as well. So these 3 guys right here just all for position. Russell's on the offense here. Hamilton on the defense. And Russell also on the defense because Terry Litweiler's now in the battle. Russell Heaton sends it down into turn 3. So does Terry Litweiler. They're going to make the pass happen on Rob Hamilton as he falls to 7th place. Now Terry looking low. Not going to be able to close up and get underneath the 12 for now. Oh, the 12 slides up. That's a good, perfect opportunity for the 71 to get underneath them here and perhaps take the spot. Terry Litweiler now moves up into the top 5. The 12 moves back up the track. That's going to open the door up for Rob Hamilton. Not going to have enough momentum, enough drive off out of turn 4 to make that happen. Terry leaving these guys in the dust now as he's pretty much got clean track ahead of him here. 3.5 seconds up. In 4th place is Declan Beatty, followed by Michael Cordray. In 3rd place, Gavin Smith now 3.5 seconds back from Eric Johnson. Johnson with a 2-tire call just seemed to work, man. The rotation as the 18 car after the pit stop cycles have happened. I mean, we're talking a couple of tenths, at least a tenth and a half faster on a 2-tire stop than 4. That's just unbelievable here. I figured with a 2-tire call that the car would just be so loose here at this T-Move version of New Hampshire. Seems like it's treating him fairly well. Let's get on board here with him. See if he's loose out of the corners at all. Yeah, a little bit, but you'd rather be too loose than too tight, I can assure you that. Yeah, definitely the drive off is loose. And let's like Michael Cordray having to save fuel here because he pitted so early. Lap 51 he pitted. The top 2 pitted on lap 56 and 57. That is the reason why Cordray has dropped back as far as he has. Trying to save everything he can. Declan Beatty should be good on fuel. Also put it on lap 56 with the leaders. Oh yeah, not saving at all. He is good to go. And closing in fast to the 72 to possibly take the 3rd spot away with 8 laps to go, coming to 7 laps to go. Yep, there we go, 7 laps. As Eric Johnson crosses the start-finish line. And about to get into lap traffic. That is the 53 of Tim Hurd. Eric Johnson way out front now by a 4.3 second lead over Gavin Smith. Gavin buys lonesome here. Declan Beatty made the pass happen a lap ago. As Cordray's actually having to save some fuel still. And Litweiler now closing up to the back of the 72. Not a good call from the 72 to pit as early as he did. Russell Heaton able to pull away from the 11 of Rob Hamilton. There's Rob there. Looks like a battle shaping up here between the 20 and the 77. Looks like the gap there is going to remain as we're coming up on 2 laps to go. Eric Johnson down the back stretch now, and once he crosses the start-finish line, yeah, we'll have 2 laps remaining with what looks to be a 4.5 second lead over Gavin Smith. Into turn 3 now as Gavin Smith is down the back straightaway. 1 lap to go here for Eric Johnson. As he's just got to survive around this track one more time. Heading out of turn 4 for the final time. The flag waves with the checkered flag. Eric Johnson's going to win tonight here at the TMU version of New Hampshire. Gavin Smith going to bring it home in 3rd. Or Gavin Smith 2nd, sorry. Jerry Litweiler giving him the door. Kel Peterson giving him the bumper. Come on now, guys. This car's got to go through inspection. You can't be crumpling it up like that. Oh, Eric Johnson slams it into the side. As he does his burnouts here. Getting rid of the remaining amount of fuel that he does have left. The right front is off the ground. Now that's a burnout. All right, so let's take a look here at the finish results for tonight's race. Eric Johnson led 24 laps, bringing it home in the number 1 spot. Gavin Smith in second with Declan Beatty in third. Terry Litweiler fourth, Russell Heaton fifth. Michael Cordray falls back to 6th. Rob Hamilton 7th. Kel Peterson 8th. Kevin Allen 9th with Charles Wilson 10th. Tim Hurd brings it home in 11th. Lemuel Price 12th. Rob Wright in 13th. Junior Heaton 14th with Gregory Everett 15th and Van Owen 16th. Fastest lap, Gavin Smith 29.700. Gavin Smith with the pole. Most laps led, 46 laps by Gavin Smith, and hard charger up 12 spots, Eric Johnson. And hats off to these guys. Only 3 cautions for 10 laps. 4 different lead changes under green flag. So pretty eventful race tonight for only 80 laps. All right, with that being said, let's slide over here to the double apex. That's hilarious. Anyway, since you broke my concentration, let's slide over here and see if we can have some words here from Declan Beatty. Declan, Adam Gladfelter to booth. You got me, buddy.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Adam?
Doing pretty good. Man, you kind of fell back there about mid-race, but then worked your way up after that pit stop cycle to third. So pretty good, solid, pretty quiet, actually quiet race for you tonight.
It's a little bit of a boring one. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna be honest, dude. No filter. This track sucks, dude. This track sucks.
Yeah, it's
this is literally like an off-brand New Hampshire. This track is.
Yep, it's a wild one for sure. Now I'm not sure. Maybe you can tell me how the car felt, but I'm not sure if iRacing kind of portrays that new asphalt to old asphalt kind of feeling. Like, were you having to stay down in the new repaved section? Or did it feel different when you were up there in the older stuff, or didn't really feel it at all?
I mean, you could definitely feel the difference, but like with a track like this and with how tight it is, it's you kind of need to really exaggerate a late apex here.
Yeah.
And not the full run, like maybe the qualifying run or the warm-up lap or later into the run.
Mm-hmm.
But you definitely need to do like a bit of a. You can barely feel it, but I mean this track it's literally an off-brand New Hampshire, and I love New Hampshire. I've done well there. This track is. I've never raced here. I did a test session here the other night, and then 30-40 minutes of practice before this race, and I'm
you've had enough.
Vici, dude. I came, I saw, I left. I'm done. This track is. Ugh. I will say I respect Michael for he rolls a wheel. The tracks that are picked for the season are random. It's not like he's picking out his favorites. The tracks are random.
Well, not to poke fun at Michael, but if he picked his favorites, then I need to expect to see him win some more.
Oh no, absolutely no. That's props. I mean, he was fastest in qualifying. I was talking to him about it, and he was like, I don't know what I did. I tried to match his line. I tried to match his brake bias, and I couldn't match it. But Eric got his last to first, or kind of last to first, and Gavin showed out. These type of tracks work out well for Gavin.
Yep.
Eric got his thing, and me and Terry were having a really good fight. I got to rewatch the broadcast. I don't know how much of that was shown, but me and Terry were going at it.
A lot of it was shown. I definitely wanted to capitalize the battle there between you two. The crossover moves between you two going on for what looked like 10 to 15 laps was just phenomenal to watch and call. It was awesome. It was awesome.
No, it was great, and big props to Terry. He he got into me at one point, and he got on the radio and he was like, "I'm sorry," and I was like, "No, keep it coming. This is fun, dude."
Yeah,
I was like, in my mind, I was like, "That's a little delayed. Like, I thought you were gonna tap me a little bit earlier." But that was a great race. Really enjoyed it. Surprised with my finish here, but that's that. Shout out So Silver, shout out Martyrs, Lumen, long live Mikey. Shout out my family, dude. Appreciate what you and Michael and Kevin and everyone does for the league. Y'all bring a lot of energy, man. I don't think I'll be here tomorrow. Super speedways are not my kind of thing, but we survived the first round of the playoffs.
That's right, buddy. All right, man. We'll hopefully we'll see you soon, and good finish tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Adam. You have a wonderful night, man. See ya.
You too, buddy. All right, let's see if we can get Gavin Smith in here. Yeah, there we go.
Sir.
Gavin, what's going on, man?
A little disappointed, but it's going all right.
Yeah, I mean, you had a fast car there first part of the run, and you know, I'm gonna say this. I'm completely surprised that 2 tires versus your 4 was actually faster.
Yeah, man, I don't even know what happened that last run. I didn't even realize that he took 2 tires, and I don't know what happened to my car, but on that last run there, it just would not work the way I want. It just would not drive the way I wanted to drive, and just really disappointing too. I mean, led the most laps, fat pole position, fast lap of the race. Like this is just pure disappointment for me. But we are P2 in the point standings again, so that's good though. That's a plus. But yeah, man, just disappointed about that last run, but is what it is.
That's right, man. Well, are you going to be here tomorrow night as we're heading to Talladega for 50 laps in the trucks?
I'm not sure. I may have to slide in for that race. I may just have to make a special appearance.
That's right. Well, you know what? You can bring your skill set that you have here for the short tracks and stuff. You can bring your skill set, but it's all about luck. Not sure how much skill is going to be put into that crap shoot, but it's going to be fun to watch. I can promise you.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
That's right.
But
all right. Well, if you got any shout outs, we'll get those and we'll send you on your way.
Real quickly, shout out to my boy Nick for making me that absolutely beautiful green pit packer skiing. Shout out to my sponsor TH Designs. All my friends and family who showed out for the stream tonight. Really appreciate you guys for watching, and yeah, that's about it.
Awesome, buddy. Good shout outs, man, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Of course, man, of course.
Take it easy.
You too.
All right, let's get this cat in here that somehow, I'm not sure, won this race tonight and was way faster by at least 1.5 to 2 tenths after the pit stop. Eric Johnson.
Ooh, was that old girl rotating that last run?
Yes, she was.
Let me tell you, them 2 tires, boy. Yeah, she was tight. I figured that out early. She's tight. I mean, she was trending tight. Just kept getting tighter. I was like, I'm gonna take 2. I contemplated taking it. We really got close to a green flag stop on the first stop there, and I was thinking about taking 2 there, but then the yellow fell, and I was like, I don't really want to show my hand yet, and so I went ahead and took 4 under the yellow. And then we made it to that green flag stop, and I just full committed to the 2. And yeah, car was she was on rails.
I mean, dude, lights out fast. I mean, you were, like I said, you were running a tenth and a half faster on your average laps, like 10, 15, 20 lap averages than you were previously. And I'm just blown away at just how much rotation that actually added. Just taking 2 versus 4, just unbelievable.
Yeah, we had pretty low brake bias too. I think we were running 53 out of the car, and I had her cranked down -3 in the car, so we were at 50. And that first run, I was kind of confused about 1 and 2 as well. I was kind of learning 1 and 2, and then I figured out you had to just kind of drive in deep and then just exaggerate the long wait and then get the straight apex and just go out. And if you got there too early, it just made it really awkward, and you were just kind of feathering the throttle off. But I had found that plus the rotation there in the last run, and yeah, I think that was a big key to what happened there.
Yeah, I kind of seen some guys doing a kind of like a double apex. I I'm sure Rob Campbell will get a kick out of that. But yeah, I seen some drivers trying to do a double apex. It worked for them until they got into traffic or tried to battle somebody, and then it wouldn't work. But by themselves, they were running some pretty good lap times. But yeah, I think you're right. You just had to really dive it down in there. But when you were battling somebody and then diving it down in there, it just looked like you just overdrove. I'm like, man, they drove in like 30 feet extra. But then you kind of both you guys just kind of exaggerated that long center. And yeah, it looked funky, but it was fast.
I mean, it is funky. A flat track, man. It is very awkward, and there's just really not any banking. And you know, it looked like there was grip out there, but I mean, there wasn't.
Well, you know, it's the ARCA car. There's not grip anywhere.
Yeah.
It's always some kind of characteristic no matter what track you go to. You know, you got some of these tracks that are tight with that car, and there's some tracks that are just always loose no matter what you do. So it's just the belly of the beast.
Yeah, it's an awkward car. I don't really have a whole lot of races in it, but we're kind of learning it.
Awesome, buddy. All right, man. Well, if you got any shout outs, we'll get those and we'll close this show down.
Yeah, Rookie Class Racing putting this on. We appreciate you. All the admins over there, and you in the booth there with Racer Nexus calling the races, and of course, all my Outcast boys. Woo! It's okay to be an outcast.
That's right, man. All right, buddy. We'll have a good one, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon, man.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. You too, buddy. All right, folks. Well, looks like tomorrow night we've got Talladega for 50 laps, and then next Friday, Las Vegas. We go back to I'm not going to say real track, but a fun one. I think Las Vegas is super fun in the ARCA cars. Well, really, any car. But yeah, that's going to be a good one. So, with that being said, make sure you guys, if you haven't yet, make sure to like, follow, and hit that notification bell for the Racer Nexus YouTube channel. We cover everything from dirt, Indy, oval, road. It doesn't matter. Jumpy trucks. Rob Campbell and the production guys cover everything that you have here on iRacing. So, yeah, make sure to contact Rob Campbell with Racer Nexus if you need your league broadcasted. The link to their Discord is in the description of this video. If you guys want to get in action with Rookie Class Racing, their link to their Discord is also in the description of this video. And yeah, with that being said, we're going to get out of here. So we'll be back tomorrow night with Racer Nexus and Rookie Class Racing trucks from Talladega. This is Adam Gladfelter, and we'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy.